Here's an exercise if your back is feeling a little bit vulnerable, or if you've tweaked it, or you're feeling like you just need some really deep core strength exercises. We're coming to hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And the first thing we're going to do is just really focus on the connection from your hand up to your shoulder and the connection of your feet pushing down, your shins grounded, and your knees directly underneath your hips. I'm going to avoid allowing anything to really collapse through my shoulders or through the back, but we're just finding a nice neutral spine here. So there's a pushing quality of my hands into the mat, like I'm pushing it away. There's also a pushing quality of my shins into the mat, like my shins and my feet are pushing the mat away. From here, I'm going to keep my spine neutral, so it is a natural curve. So notice that the low back isn't flat or rounded, everything is pretty neutral. And we're going to try an exercise which we sometimes call belly drops, okay? You're going to allow your abdominal contents to just kind of fall down through space. And now without changing the shape of your spine, so without rounding, we're using our breath to lift the abdominal contents up. So it's almost like I'm tightening a belt or tightening a girdle in a sense. Inhale, we let the abdominal contents drop, but we're still strong through the shoulders and shins. Exhale, I'm going to use my breath to pull, kind of like I'm pulling my belly button up. Some people will say belly button to spine. That might be a good image here or a good cue. Dropping down, I'm letting gravity kind of take all of my organs and just hang them down in space. And then I'm going to use my exhale and use my abdominal connection, my abs here that wrap across, to pull the abdominal contents up. Now, once we get really good at that, we're going to add on. So now I'm going to keep that abdominal connection and take my right hand off, just a little hover. Okay, I want to still be able to see basically my shadow underneath my hands, and then lower it right back down. Nothing else changes. Exhale, we're pulling that belly button up. Left hand comes off just an inch. Your elbow can bend to do this so that your shoulders don't rotate, and lower back down. Exhale, focus on your breath, core connecting. Right hand comes off just a little bit. Notice if your shins start to lift off. Try to keep them grounded. And then lower that right hand back down. Inhale. Exhale. Find your breath. Find your core. And then your hand floats off. Now, once we've progressed from the hands lifting, bring your legs a little closer together. So you have a little bit of like a tripod here. We're going to start with the leg going as well, or continue with the leg going. So your hands are rooted down, head and tail are lifted. We still have that little belly button lift, okay? Not so much that we're rounding. Exhale, slide your right leg back. The foot can still touch the floor. And then slide it right back in. Legs connect. Nothing through the torso or the spine changes. Exhale, find your breath. Find your connection to your center. Left leg slowly reaches out and then slowly folds back in. So now a way to progress this would be hover that right hand off. Can you keep the right hand off and then slowly extend that left leg? Lower your right hand as you slide your left leg back in. The legs can be separated for this, it'll make it a little bit easier. Left hand comes off, just a hover. Right leg slowly slides out. Right leg comes in, left hand grounds down. Okay? Give those a try and check out some of our other short videos for back care.